Oral Roberts is a good team. Really impressed with them on film. I knew this would be tough, but we had some stretches where we played like more characteristic of how we've been playing and who we are, but had a bad stretch in the second half where that when we turn it over and when we put people on the foul line, it's a recipe for disaster for us, and we did both of those frequently in the second half, and consequently weren't able to keep it close enough to have a chance to win.
Coach, 20 turnovers, that's kind of been something that's bit you guys a little bit this year in a couple of your losses with the turnovers. How do you try to correct that moving forward, and what was it that Oral Roberts was doing to kind of create those turnovers?
I mean, we work on it every day. Our turnovers have declined substantially since Cancun. Yet, again, I think the way people are going to guard us, if you don't get penalized for guarding Darius with great physicality and with two hands on him, why not keep doing it? And we don't do it that way. We've never done it that way, and I'm not suggesting that that's what they do, but I think it makes it really hard on them. And not a whole lot you can do better than try and take care of the ball and be better.
In the first half, I mean, it was balanced scoring. You had 5 players with 6 or more points. What do they do differently to not only take away Darius for a good chunk of that second half, but also mitigate what everyone else was able to do?
I think we rushed a little bit in the second half. I think we kind of stopped. We wanted to react to their made basket without staying true to who we are. So, again, it's a learning process, and I do like our team, and we're gonna be really good. We just haven't put together. Well, we didn't put together 40 minutes of consistent Liberty basketball tonight.
You talk about the A-Sun being a one-bid league, so a game like this, obviously you want to win it, but is it a game that can pay dividends in February and hopefully March?
Yeah, you guys, look, winning on the road is hard, and that's a really experienced team out there, and they've got NCAA tournament success with 7 of their top 8. So they get that's the reality of it. We've got some guys that have played in it, but other than Darius and Kyle and Shiloh, not significant minutes, maybe Blake a little bit. So I'm not trying to make an excuse, but I do think our non-conference schedule, and it continues to be challenging with Bryant and Grambling coming up. I think that's what we want. We want to get prepared for a tough A-Sun. I think most of our people are used to us winning a lot of games in the non-conference, and I don't know what our record is. What is it? 6-4. And I think we got a chance to finish strong still, but we're going to definitely build on this because there's a lot of tape to teach from.
Darius, want to ask you, I mean, this might be the first time I've seen a team this year face guard you 90 feet from the basket. Are you noticing teams now sort of changing how they guard you on defense this year? And how are you working through that and working to help your teammates take advantage of those situations and get good shots?
Each game is different. I mean, at the end of the day, regardless of what it is, you got to identify it, trust your coaches, trust your teammates and what they see, and like kind of collaborate to work to get the greatest shot possible on that end of the floor. So, I mean, every game is an adjustment.
I wanted to bring up it seemed like a turning point in the game. You guys had cut it to 5, and then you fouled their 7-footer on a 3-point attempt, and then
Sorry, never mind.
I mean, yeah. Did that seem like a turning point with them? Yeah, it seemed like from that point on, it just seemed like they got some momentum from that.
I mean, those plays are going to happen in the mix of the game, but I don't think that we can turn the ball over, or I can turn the ball over down the stretch in a game like that, especially when possessions are so critical, like throughout the game with a team like that, and then it's like 4 minutes left in the game, so possessions are low. You got to really take care of the ball, regardless of if it's a foul call. Like, you just got to live with it, go on to the next possession.
Yeah, I think what Darius said is really mature, and he handled that call a lot better than I'm handling it because it was into the shot clock, and I asked Joseph if he fouled him. He said didn't touch him, and I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't seen the film, but they go up. I mean, the 7-footer gets 3 free throws of Hanover, and he's a really good player. And then we turn it over behind that. They get another bucket. So now it goes to double digits. And I think it started to snowball from there. But again, calls, like officials aren't perfect. I certainly didn't have one of my better games. And our players would, I think, say the same thing. But Oral Roberts had a lot to do with that. It's a good team. And I think they're picked to win the Summit League. And I know South Dakota State will have something to say about that because Coach Henderson does a great job there too. But I like the games that we're getting. Actually, I love them because I think it creates some opportunities for our character to be developed and our team to handle and steer adversity.
Hey, Coach, one final question for me. The final outcome notwithstanding, is this a type of game that you like to see, Liberty be able to play a game against an Oral Roberts, similar type faith-based type school?
Absolutely. We did a Faith Informed Summit this morning. Coach Mills, great coach, but he's even a better individual, and I love what Oral Roberts stands for. And obviously, we think it's a great privilege to represent Liberty, and even if we don't win every game. But I do think anytime we can play programs that I think recruit great character kids, play the right way, and especially, that have a mission like theirs, absolutely. I'd sign up for those games anytime we can. We don't have the easiest time scheduling, and I'm sure if all those guys come back, they won't either.